Hello and welcome to Dr. Alicia Shelly's YouTube channel called the Back on Track Achieving Healthy Weight Loss Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alicia Shelly, and today we're going to talk about 2 new medications that you need to be looking out for. Now, don't go to the drugstore. They're not currently approved, but they are going to be game changers. So recently at the end of June, the American Diabetes Association had their yearly conference. And at that meeting, 2 new oral medications for weight loss were introduced. One was named semaglutide, which you're familiar with because it's similar to Ozempic and Wegovy, 50 milligrams, which is a daily tablet. I said tablet, so not injection, because I don't know about you. A lot of my patients have some phobias with needles. So to have a tablet is a really good option. And so this semaglutide is a higher dose of semaglutide, and it's just going to be approved for weight loss. Now, we do have an oral semaglutide called Rybelsus, which is used for diabetes, but it's a lower dose. And so in my experience, it doesn't really work so well with appetite or weight loss, but it definitely does a great job of bringing down your diabetes. But now they're working on a semaglutide 50 milligrams. Now, the second medication is called orforglipron, which also is a daily tablet medication. And so how they both work is they increase the hormone called GLP-1, which helps. The GLP-1 is also an appetite hormone, which helps with slowing down the gut. So you're not as hungry, you feel full, you're more satisfied, and you have less cravings. And so it's very helpful for those who are trying to lose weight because you don't have that hunger where you have to eat right now. That's signal. So it helps with decreasing that. As far as what the studies have showed, because both of these 2 medications have completed their phase 3 trials. And so what studies have shown is that with the semaglutide 50 milligrams, it showed around 17.4% weight loss versus placebo at week 68. So actually very comparable, a little bit even more to what the semaglutide weekly injection showed for weight loss. For weight loss. For the orforglipron, it showed a range of 9.4% to 14.7% versus placebo at 36 weeks. So definitely the difference between the two is that one is at 36 weeks and the other one's at 6 to 8 weeks, but still very significant. When we look at these different studies, what we look for is, are people losing over 5% of their weight loss? If it's over that, then definitely this is a good medication to have with weight loss. And they're both similar to the weekly injections that you see. Now, what are the common side effects that they noted? Well, GI symptoms. And you see this with this particular class. Because the gut is slowed down, people tend to have more nausea. Sometimes they can have diarrhea. Sometimes they can have other GI symptoms like constipation. And so it just really depends on the person. But those are things to look out for, and it's something that you see with this particular class. Now, like I said before, these medications were just introduced. They're not on the market yet. In fact, they need to be submitted to the FDA for consideration as they look through the studies to make sure this is a safe medication for all of us to be utilizing. Now, hopefully, once their plan, according to their press release, is to be submitted to the FDA by the end of the year. And if they are submitted, it probably will take until 2024, 2025 before they are approved and on the market. But this is definitely an opportunity because when I started practicing obesity medicine, there wasn't that many medications out there. And so I'm really excited that they're having more medications that people can utilize and to be able to help as a tool in the toolbox to help with obesity. Now, who is a candidate for medications? Well, that person is somebody who has a body mass index or BMI. And for those who aren't familiar, a BMI looks at somebody's weight and somebody's height to see kind of where they are and what their health risks are. And so if you have a normal BMI, you are between 18 and 24. BMI. If you are in the overweight category, you're between 25 and 29. And if you are in the obesity category, you are greater than 30 and above. So for those who are a candidate for medication, they need to have a BMI or body mass index of greater than 27 plus a weight-related comorbidity like high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, and the list goes on. If they are not if they do not have a BMI of greater than 27, then they must have a BMI of greater than 30 without a weight loss, a weight-related comorbidity. And so these people who have meet that criteria are candidates for medication. And so definitely, if you think you are in that particular, if you meet that criteria, talk with your doctor about whether these medications, whether it's the Gobi or the Mounjaro or the Ozempic, make sure that you're a good candidate for them before you get started, and make sure that this is something that your doctor feels will benefit you the most. All right, this is Dr. Alicia Shelly for the Back on Track Achieving Healthy Weight Loss podcast live. And I wish you all the best luck as you go throughout the day. And if there's a question you have, feel free to leave that for me in the chat, and I'll be happy to create a video just for you. All right, see you next time.